Hello and welcome to this NDTV 24/7 special. We have with us a guest who's played a very major role in shaping the Middle East, in shaping the United Arab Emirates, in shaping India-Middle East relations, and also in completely transforming the aviation sector. His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Zayed Al Maktoum, the Chairman and the CEO of Emirates.
Thank you. My pleasure.
You have played such an important role, Your Highness, in helping to make Dubai and the Emirates what it is. And I'll tell you why that's important, because till a time, the Middle East used to be known for geopolitics and some tension and oil. Dubai started to change all of that.
Yeah, as you know, first of all, I'd like to really welcome you to Dubai and the UAE, and really the good relationship and the tie between India and UAE and Dubai. And this is really has started by the people of the two countries. When we didn't have airlines, a lot of people used to sail to India. And this is how it started. And for us here today, if we are speaking about Emirates as an airline, India has been an integral part of our route network the day we started. And that was in 1985 when we started the airline.
Right.
And we started with the 2 points in India, Mumbai and Delhi at that time.
So I'm going to actually take you up, Your Highness, on a couple of the issues that you've spoken about. First, the people-to-people relations and all that. And actually, I'm going to get you to step out onto the balcony because it's got such a beautiful, fantastic view from here. We can see the entire airport behind us, as we are. Wow, actually, we'll just maybe show our viewers some of this. This is it. This is the hub. Is this where your office is, and this is where you roll out Emirates from?
Yeah, this is, I would say, it's the home of Emirates Airline, Dubai International Airlines today. We have more than 120 plus airlines who operate here. We have an open sky policy in Dubai, and this is the Emirates home to us today.
You were talking about people-to-people relations, and I think you're right, Your Highness, that India and the UAE have had a historic relationship. The dhows used to sail from here, go to India. It was a major, part of that trading relationship. Did those relations start to slide, and are they coming back up stronger? Because in recent years, there seems to be a lot of great closeness that is developing again between the UAE and India.
No, I didn't feel at any time that this relationship has decreased in any way. The growth is there. But we at both government, we have really to focus in making and reaching our target and objective. And that's the government on top, really, in terms of bilateral and moving that forward. And that's where the business companies will come in really to fill all that gap by connecting places, improving the trade relationship, investment, and so on.
But at the government-to-government level also, is that closeness now becoming strong? India obviously is also gaining a lot in size and importance and playing a larger role, in the Indian Ocean region. So I think that sense of reaching out is there perhaps on both sides.
Yeah, what we see the Prime Minister in India and his objective really, and this is where we can really do a lot. When we see, if we're talking about airline and traffic, India is really targeting to see 85 million passengers in 2020. They are at something like today in the 55 million or 58 million. And if you want to reach that in 3 years, you have really to do certain steps that would allow you really to reach it. And where it can be done. And we're being close to India. It's only 2 hours from the closest airport. So that's where we come. We have an airline. We fly today to more than 160 destinations.
Right.
To 85 countries around the world. And we really can make India reach that goal through the airport that they have today. I mean, as you know today, we only allowed to operate to 11 airports in India.
Yes.
It's good that also we see the Indian carrier, they operate out of at nearly 20 airports to come to Dubai. If we look at the seats factor today in the airline, we see it in the high 80s. You know that the minute you reach in the 80, you are really spilling business out. People are not getting on certain flights that they want to fly. And the only way to do that is by allowing to increase that capacity.
Right. So, I think for you there's a very big opportunity, which obviously you are seizing from India, because of the location of Dubai. You know, actually it's the perfect gateway, and I think that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
People can fly from a number of airports in India. Let's say they're going abroad. I'll come to domestic travel a little later. But Indians going abroad, if they're going to Europe, if they're going to the US, if they're going to South America, if they're going to Africa, Dubai is actually a very great place for you to get people from all parts of India. Then they get into one of these beautiful planes you've got out here, and then they fly on. Is that pretty much your strategy? And do you think that capturing that Indian international travel is one of your strategic goals?
It's not only the Indian market. I mean, if you look at our traffic from India, today we carry annually about 5.5 million. Emirates today we carry per year is about 60 million passengers every year. So that's a very small percentage of the total traffic that we carry on our network. Yeah, we can help India. I mean, and that's why when I said we fly to more than 160 destinations, 85 countries, that would really make a lot of people come to India if they want to come for business.
Yeah.
If they are as a tourist, you have a great destination. A lot of people, it's not only about, when you think about India, for a lot of people, they think, oh, is it Mumbai, it is Delhi, it is the south.
Agra,
I mean, there are so many places in India today, which is, I believe, is not really well connected. And always you need somebody to do that job for you. And that's why we are looking very much forward, with the government in India and really developing this bilateral to reach more capacity to India. We've been investing in India a lot. I mean, if you see, with our flight today, we operate today, I think, something like 170 flights to India per week. If there is a room to increase, I can easily say, yes, we can double that.
So till now, one of the big concerns, I guess, for the government has always been, we must protect Air India. We must make sure that Air India's rights are taken care of and Air India doesn't get left behind. Now there's actually talk about privatizing Air India, right? So therefore, the opportunities would come up. And I think the government is therefore saying, we're not going to hold, tourism, the entire aviation sector. We can't allow Air India our concerns for Air India to dominate that anymore. Yeah. Is there an opportunity there, by the way, for someone to come in and buy Air India? And I don't know if you're thinking about it, but...
for us, always, we never really went into any JVs or investing in other airlines. But if you take, Air India, it used to be the carrier of India. Now there is so many airlines. You take Jet Airways, Spice Jet, and Indigo. There is many which is domestic, or also some they operate some of flight outside domestic Indian market. Yeah. So there is room, I think, for the airline to grow their business. A lot of people say that sometimes because it's owned by the government, it's not really as fast in their decision as the private sector. And maybe you can see that. I don't know really.
No, and the quality of service would not compare. If you're flying on Air India, it's not quite the same as being
I must say that actually,
Emirates or Singapore Airlines.
I must say that.
Or Jet or Vistara for that matter.
But I must say that also, one of my first flights I did when I was young, Is to Bombay. It was on Air India. A beautiful service, and
It
so
used to be
on.
very good. It
Yeah.
went down a little bit, I think,
Yeah.
towards the last few years.
But for us, always what we focus on is service. I mean, we always take pride to say that, we listen to our customer. What our customer wants. If you can achieve that and really get to 100% of what they want,
Yeah.
you will always see them loyal to that company.
Yeah.
It is because of the service. It is because of what really can be seen in that aircraft. And we are one of the airlines that we always seen that the first thing happen on Emirates. You
Yeah.
take from the suites to the spa on board.
Yeah, I was about to say, aren't we pushing it too far to have a shower on board? Who would have thought that would have been possible?
I think this is where you will see many airlines is really competing. It's not only about talking about fare, it's where you place yourself now and also on the future. And that's very important to us. And this is where in Emirates, as a whole team, we are focusing on. We have created even a lab for innovation here within Emirates, which we are focusing what will be the business in 10 years, 20 years, and 30 years. And if you are behind, I'm sorry to say that you will lose it all. So you have always to be at the forefront.